Is my screen visible, Adam? Respected past chairman of the branch, Roy Varghese sir, Secretary Deepa madam, CA Abraham Thomas sir, and my dear young friends. Today, I am going to talk to you about a very noble profession called Chartered Accountancy course, the prerequisites, process, and prospects of this course. Before I move on to what I've got to say, I have a question to you all. What do you know about Chartered Accountancy? You can post your answers in the chat box. What have you heard about Chartered Accountancy course? Difficult course. I expected this answer first. Ashkar has said difficult course. Others, few more inputs. Let us make this as interactive as possible. Don't worry, you will not be pinpointed. Feel free, feel at ease. Sunday morning, very friendly interaction. Let us keep it as interactive as possible. So Ashkar says difficult course. Someone else? We have almost 40 students and there is only one answer, difficult course. Where are inputs, please post it here. ഞാൻ ഒരു സ്റ്റുഡന്റ് ആയിരുന്നപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ CA ജോയിൻ ചെയ്തപ്പോൾ എന്നോട് എല്ലാവരും ചോദിച്ച ചോദ്യങ്ങൾ എന്താണ് പ്രൊഫഷണൽ ജോബ് ഇൻക്ലൂഡിംഗ് നമ്പേഴ്സ് ആൻഡ് ഓഡിറ്റിംഗ് Roopshika Rupesh has given an answer. A professional job including numbers and auditing. All right, sounds good. Okay, let me get back to my story. ഞാൻ ഒരു സ്റ്റുഡന്റ് ആയിരുന്നപ്പോൾ എന്നോട് ആൾക്കാർ ചോദിച്ചിരുന്ന ചോദ്യങ്ങൾ ഇത് ഭയങ്കര പാടാണല്ലോ, നിന്നെ കൊണ്ട് പറ്റുമോ, ഏത് കോളേജിലാ പഠിക്കുന്നത്, CA എത്രാമത്തെ ഇയർ ആണ്, കുറെ നാളായല്ലോ പഠിക്കുന്നത്, ഇങ്ങനെ കുറെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആണ് എന്നോട് ആൾക്കാർ ചോദിച്ചിരുന്നത്. അതുപോലെ നിങ്ങൾ കേട്ടിരിക്കുന്ന CA കുറിച്ച് കേട്ടിരിക്കുന്ന കുറച്ച് ഇൻപുട്സ് ആൻഡ് ദെൻ വി വിൽ മൂവ് ഓൺ ടു മൈ പ്രസന്റേഷൻ. So I have two answers: difficult course, a professional job including numbers and auditing. Some more inputs. A couple of more inputs, and then we will move on to the next slide. All right, I'll show a small video, which is like 2 minutes video, which the institute has made on the course.
If asked you what's common between these very illustrious names, what would you say? Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla, Mr. Motilal Oswal, Mr. Suresh Prabhu, Mr. Shekhar Kapoor, Mr. Piyush Goyal, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. What do you think is common between these people from very diverse walks of life and professions? Two letters, two simple letters, C and A. Two letters so powerful that if you join them and put them before a name, it not only becomes a professional qualification, but it represents willpower, dedication, intelligence, and the ability to march on come what may. To the rest of the world, these two letters mean chartered accountant. But to me, it means something completely different. Committed achievers. Let me tell you a story about a committed achiever. A young girl was wrongly prescribed penicillin for a common cold. What happened was that she became visually impaired. A 9-year-old became blind. She decided to become a chartered accountant. Her name was Rajni Gopal. So what if she was visually impaired? The world may think of it as a handicap. She did not. In another story, the daughter of a man who sold coffee outside Borivali railway station on a bicycle decides to learn English in the 7th standard. She fails, tries again, fails again. She goes on to become a chartered accountant. Did she ever think that language would be a barrier? She did not. Did she ever think that her financial status would be a barrier? She did not. All she wanted to do was become a chartered accountant, a committed achiever. The only place where achievement comes before commitment is in the dictionary. It was this commitment to achieve that led to the formation of this organization that would change the economic structure of this country forever. ICAI, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. The leaders of this nation were visionaries. They knew the role
That is a very short video about ICAI. Like the famous Bowman Irani said, chartered accountancy is a very, very noble, very prestigious course. If it is added before your name, it shows pride. It's not just a qualification, it shows pride. So coming to CA, CA is a professional ICAI is a professional body formed under the Chartered Accountants Act 1949. As Roy sir said in the introduction, this is a body formed even before the country becoming republic. The Chartered Accountants Act, under the Chartered Accountants Act 1949, the statutory body has been established, which is ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. We are all members of ICAI, and if you are enrolling as a student of CA, then you are also a student member of ICAI. You'll get a membership number, which is a student membership number, which is called SRO number, student membership number. And once you qualify as a CA, then you get a membership number to practice as a CA, to practice or work as a CA. What can you do? What is a career opportunity if you become a CA? What can you do as a CA? Many people knows that, as one of you said, this is a professional job including auditing and numbers. Most of you don't know what a CA does or what can a CA do. Once you qualify, what are the career prospects? What are the opportunities that you get? The first and foremost option that you have is to practice. Like me, I am a practicing chartered accountant. Roy sir, Abraham sir, and Deepa madam, all of us are practicing chartered accountants. We have our own office setup where we have clients for whom we are providing a lot of services. We provide audit and assurance service. Large volume of most of the medium practitioners come from audit and assurance. Auditing and auditing. Auditing is basically a process wherein you as a chartered accountant is verifying the books of accounts presented by a company to give a report whether the books of accounts are showing true and fair views. Books of accounts are correct. You know, there are a lot of companies in India, a lot of listed companies, unlisted companies in India. Every company should mandatorily audit their books of accounts. Or the books of accounts, all companies audit cheyyanam. Adu mandatory aanu. Company law parayunnathaanu all companies books of accounts audit cheyyanam. All right. So this is a power given to the chartered accountants by Companies Act. So the scope is always unlimited. Whenever there is a company, big or small, Reliance പോലെ ഒരു വലിയ കമ്പനി ആവാം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു ചെറിയ കമ്പനി ആവാം, എല്ലാ കമ്പനിക്കും ഓഡിറ്റ് മാൻഡേറ്ററി ആണ്. ഓഡിറ്റ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ വി ആർ വെരിഫൈങ് ദെയർ ബുക്സ് ഓഫ് അക്കൗണ്ട്സ് ആൻഡ് വി ആർ സർട്ടിഫൈങ്. പലരും പറഞ്ഞു കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടാവും ഒപ്പിട്ട് കാശ് വാങ്ങാം. ഈ ഒപ്പിട്ട് കാശ് വാങ്ങാം മീൻസ് we are certifying the accounts. We are certifying that, okay, the balance sheet of this company is true and fair. Balance sheet correct, and there is no fraud involved, there is no errors involved. That is what we report. Apart from audit service, we can provide a lot of specialized services like tax consultancy. I can practice in income tax, I can practice in GST, I can practice in customs. There are tax consultancy services that we can do. Audit cheyanda, we provide advisory in tax opinions, tax returns file cheyum. ഇതൊക്കെയാണ് tax consultancy services cover ചെയ്യുന്നത്. Then you can do business valuation. ഇപ്പോൾ വളരെയധികം സ്കോപ്പ് കയറി വരുന്ന ഒരു പ്രൊഫഷൻ ആണ് വാല്യുവേഷൻ പ്രൊഫഷൻ. I am a registered valuer. I do valuations of companies. Valuation, നിങ്ങളിപ്പോ പത്രത്തിലൊക്കെ വായിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടാവും, വാല്യുവേഷൻ ഓഫ് ബൈജൂസ് is $16 billion, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സൊമാറ്റോ വാല്യുവേഷൻ is 60,000 crores. ഇതൊക്കെ ആരാണ് ഇത് ഡിറ്റർമിൻ ചെയ്യുന്നത്? ആരാണ് പറയുന്നത് ഇതാണ് വാല്യുവേഷൻ, കമ്പനിയുടെ വാല്യൂ ഇതാണ്? Who is determining this value? A valuer is determining this value. So you as a CA can determine the value of a company, how much of a company is worth. ഇന്ന് ഞാൻ സൊമാറ്റോ പോയി പർച്ചേസ് ചെയ്യാനാണെങ്കിൽ how much is that worth? അല്ലെങ്കിൽ we saw Tata Group purchasing Air India. Ernst & Young determined the value of Air India. Ernst & Young valuation ചെയ്തിട്ട് they said this is the value of Air India. So that is a specialized practice that you can do as a CA. You can become a valuer, value determined. Then there are other specialized practice like due diligence, appearances. That is like the advocate goes to a court, we can go to income tax authorities, income tax appellate tribunal, company law tribunal. There are a lot of areas where you can go for litigation. കോടതിയിൽ അഡ്വക്കേറ്റ് കേസ് വാദിക്കുന്നത് പോലെ യു ആസ് എ ചാർട്ടേഡ് അക്കൗണ്ടന്റ് can also do litigations. നിങ്ങൾക്കും നിങ്ങളുടെ ക്ലയന്റിനെ റെപ്രസെന്റ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ട് കേസ് വാദിക്കാം. So that is also a different area of practice. I know a friend of mine who is practicing only in income tax appeals. അപ്പൊ അവര് ഓഡിറ്റ് ചെയ്യില്ല, റിട്ടേൺ ഫയലിംഗ് ചെയ്യില്ല, വാല്യുവേഷൻ ചെയ്യില്ല, ഒന്നും ചെയ്യില്ല. ഇൻകം ടാക്സ് അപ്പീല് പോയിട്ട് കേസ് വാദിക്കൽ മാത്രമേ അവർ ചെയ്യുള്ളൂ. That is the only practice they do. If you don't want to set up a practice, നിങ്ങൾ ഒറ്റയ്ക്ക് ഒരു പ്രാക്ടീസ് സെറ്റപ്പ് ചെയ്യാൻ താല്പര്യമില്ല, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒരു സ്റ്റാർട്ടപ്പ് ചെയ്യാൻ താല്പര്യമില്ല എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ then you can go to the second option, which is jobs. You can take up employment. If you take up employment, the first option comes in the government sector. The previous registrar of companies, Kochil undarna registrar of companies, he was a CA, he was a chartered accountant. A very close friend of mine recently joined Kerala Water Authority as the finance head. Government sector is open to you for employment. അതല്ല നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒരു ഗവൺമെന്റ് സെക്ടറിൽ പോകാൻ ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് ഇല്ല എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ you can opt for corporate life. You can go to Big Four. Have you heard of the terminology called Big Four? Big Four എന്ന് കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടോ? Big Four means 4 big audit firms in the world. ഇന്ത്യയിലല്ല, വേൾഡ് ഓവറിൽ 4 big audit firms. Ernst & Young, Deloitte, PwC, KPMG. 4 വലിയ audit firms ആണ്. You can join them for corporate practice, or you can join other companies as a CFO, as a finance head. So many positions are open for you. You can also go abroad. You can also migrate to other countries. Appo there is a question asked by a lot of students. If I migrate to some other country, will my Indian qualification have some value? ICAI is an Indian body. CA is an Indian qualification. Will that have value? First and foremost, accounting is a global language. Every country accounting is the same. If you go to US, accounting is the same. If you go to UK, accounting is the same. India, accounting is the same. Accounting is a global language. Whatever you're studying now in your 11th and 12th standard, debit what comes in, credit what goes out, this is the same across the globe. The standards that you apply is different when it comes to different countries. India has Indian accounting standard. UK has IFRS. US has US GAAP. അങ്ങനെ standards differ ചെയ്യും. So all you need to do is to adopt those standards. ആ standards പഠിച്ചാൽ മതി. Your qualification is always valued. Also, if you want to migrate, institute has tie-ups with a lot of other institutes in other countries. For example, US CA Institute in the very Institute of Chartered Accountants of UK. Institute of Chartered Accountants of England and Wales. ഇതാണ് ഇവിടെ ICAI ഉള്ള പോലെ UK ഇംഗ്ലണ്ടിൽ there is ICAEW, England and Wales. There is a tie-up between ICAI and ICAEW, wherein ഒരു member of ICAI can migrate to ICAEW by writing 2 papers. അവരുടെ entire course module കൂടെ പോകണ്ട. You have exemption from all that. You just need to write few papers. Similarly, with CPA Australia, there is a tie-up. Australia to migrate, you just need to write few exams. If you want to go to Canada, CPA Canada, there is tie-up. So, institute has signed MOU or MRMs with a lot of other institutes across the globe. South Africa, you can move, if you want to migrate to South Africa, there is an MOU. So you can just write few exams and then migrate to that country. So you can go abroad as well. There are certain other areas where you can engage in after completion of CA. One is teaching. I am a part-time teacher. I teach students, I teach CA students intermediate and final course. There are a lot of friends of mine who are all doing teaching only. Practice illa, employment illa, they just teach. So you can become full-time teacher if you want. You can take up entrepreneurship. Like the first video said, Kumar Mangalam Birla is the chairman of Aditya Birla Group. He is a CA. So you can take up entrepreneurship. So you may ask, to take up entrepreneurship, CA endina, MBA cheda pore. When you do business, if you're a CA, the way you look at the business gets totally different, becomes totally different. നിങ്ങൾ ഒരു ബിസിനസിനെ കാണുന്ന രീതി differs once you are a CA. Because by the time you become CA, you would have seen a lot of businesses in different perspectives. I'll talk about 3 years articleship when I come to the latest slides. So once articleship is nothing but internship, just understand it's an internship. Once you complete your internship, by that time you would have seen a lot of businesses. Your understanding of business changes. I'm not saying MBA is a bad course, but in MBA, what you are learning from book, you are learning practically when it comes to CA. So the way you look at business changes. Then a lot of people come and ask me, Kumar Mangalam Birla belongs to Birla Group. He can do business. He is always a business. He is from a business family. But I know a lot of CAs who have done business and who have become very successful entrepreneurs. For example, there is a CA, you can just Google his name, CA Harsh Jogani. Harsh Jogani is a CA. He started a company, very firm, in 2014. That was acquired by Thomson Reuters later. Thomson Reuters, it's a very big company, global company. Thomson Reuters adine acquire a business started. So that's a very successful business now. I know a very close friend of mine who has started a delivery app very recently and it is running really well. So entrepreneurship is a very good choice if you are a CA. If you have a liking for doing business. So that is another option. Then you have consultancy and investment banking option. Now, ഒരുപാട് investments open ആണ്. ഇപ്പം എന്ന് നമ്മൾ ഹിന്ദുവിലെ business page open ചെയ്താലോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു business line പോലത്തെ newspaper തുറന്നാലും you see one or the other company getting funding from some investor. Like I said, Baiju, $16 billion on valuation. Though that is a loss-making company, there are a lot of people investing in it. So there is an investment advisory or investment banking practice that you can be in. You can evaluate the business. You can say the business is worth this much. You can invest in this business. There are a lot of activities that you can do as investment advisor or investment banker. So these are options available to you as CAs. A slide that I would like to show you to get your attraction here. Many people asked me, CA ആയി കഴിഞ്ഞ് എന്ത് ശമ്പളം കിട്ടും? how much will be your salary if you become a CA. So this is data from the campus placement records in 2019. Data. Like a college is having campus placement, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India is also having campus placement. Once you qualify as a CA, and if you want to go into employment, if you want to join some company as an employee, then there is a campus placement program for you. I've taken this slide from that record. The highest salary offered for a CA in 2019 was 24 lakhs per annum. That is like 2 lakh rupees a month. Imagine if everything is going well, you become a CA in the age of 22. 22 വയസ്സിൽ നിങ്ങൾ മാസം 2 ലക്ഷം രൂപ earn ചെയ്യുന്നതെന്ന് ആലോചിച്ചു. Just imagine that situation. That is the highest salary. All right. Average salary, that is, there are people who got lesser also. But average salary offered during that year was 9.12 lakhs per annum. That is like 75,000 odd rupees. So imagine in the age of 22 or 23, you are earning 75,000 rupees, which is very good, exceptionally good, I would say. So from a monetary point of view, that is how that is the kind of remuneration that you'll get if you are a CA, and if you're going for campus placements. There are a lot of students who say after CA you want to learn something more. CA പഠിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടും കൂടുതൽ പഠിക്കണം എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരുപാട് പേരുണ്ട്. So again, if you are a CA, there are further education options available. You can appear for your civil service. CA is a qualification which makes you eligible for doing civil service exams. I have a friend of mine. His name is Vishwanath. Alu CA qualify chedu. He was just 6 months senior to me. So he qualified one attempt before me. Alu CA qualify chedu or corporate well paid to work ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. പെട്ടെന്ന് ഒരു സാൾ പറഞ്ഞു, I'm quitting this corporate life. I am taking a change. പിന്നെ ദുൽഖർ സൽമാന്റെ സിനിമയിൽ കണ്ടപോലെ he was nowhere seen. ആളെ കാണുന്നില്ല. കുറേ നാള് 2 years ആളെ കാണുന്നില്ല. Today, he is the SP of Palakkad. CA Vishwanath is the Superintendent of Palakkad. He completed his civil service. He has taken IPS. നിങ്ങൾ ചിലപ്പോൾ ന്യൂസിലൊക്കെ കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ടാവും. ഉദയം പേര് ഒരു കൊലപാതക കേസിൽ ഇദ്ദേഹമാണ് കേസ് അന്വേഷിച്ചത്. ഇദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ ഒരു ഇന്റർവ്യൂ ഒക്കെ ന്യൂസിൽ വന്നിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. So that is one option. You can take a PhD. Recently, UGC gave a notification saying CA is equivalent to post graduation. So CA കഴിഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നിങ്ങളുടെ qualification is post graduation. നിങ്ങൾ graduation ചെയ്യാണ്ട് തന്നെ you get a qualification equivalent to post graduation, which means after CA you can take a PhD. Another friend of mine who is a regional council member also, he is Dr. CA Abhishek Murli. He is CA. At the same time, he has taken doctorate. So he is Dr. CA Abhishek Murli. So നിങ്ങൾക്ക് PhD കൂടുതൽ പഠിക്കണം എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ PhD എടുക്കാം. അതല്ല സ്പെഷ്യലൈസേഷൻസ് വേണമെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് is themselves running post qualification certification courses. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് സ്പെഷ്യലൈസ് ചെയ്യണം എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ these days there are a lot of advanced education happening. Artificial intelligence, blockchain, idilokke if you want to take post qualification courses you can do that. So these are the learning options available to you after your CA course. So that is the opportunity. Now how to become a CA? The very important question. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഇന്ന് വന്നിരിക്കുന്നത് ഇത് എങ്ങനെ CA എടുക്കാം എന്നുള്ളത്. The route, the method. There are two options available to you. If you want to become a CA, you have two options available. One is a foundation route. The other one is direct entry route. I assume most of you are +1, +2 students. 11ാം ക്ലാസ് 12ാം ക്ലാസ്സിൽ പഠിക്കുന്ന കുട്ടികളാണെന്ന് I'm assuming. So the best option available to you is foundation route. After or while you are doing your 12th standard, you can enroll for CA course. In the CA course, na ICA enroll ya. Once you complete your 12th standard, you can write the foundation course. The first exam is foundation exam. Just like your entrance, this is also an entrance test. Foundation exam, the basic level exam. That is the first step. If you qualify your foundation, then you have the next level, which is intermediate level. Basic level is foundation. Then you have intermediate level, that is the next level, mid-level. Mid-level is 11 months after your foundation exam. Suppose we are in October, there is a foundation exam happening in December. December, if you qualify your foundation, then next November, that is 2022 November, you can write your intermediate exams. That is your mid-level exam. So you have foundation, 11 months after that, you have intermediate exam. Intermediate exam, you have to do 3 years of articleship. I'll talk what 3 years of articleship in the later slide. It is nothing but an internship that you should be doing. Or internship for 3 years. Mandatorily, you should do this for 3 years. So after your intermediate exam, for another 2.5 years, you don't have any exams. You don't have to write any exams. Intermediate, the next exam happens only after 2.5 years. 3 years, you have your articleship or your internship. In between your internship, you can write your final exams. That is the last exam that you need to appear. Right. So after your intermediate, you have a break of almost 3 years. And then you need to write your final exams. Once you qualify your final exams and once you finish your articleship, you become a CA. There are certain value-added courses that you should do, like your computer training, IT training, your management skills training. There are few small courses that you're supposed to do, mandatory courses that you're supposed to do. After that, you become chartered accountants. So basically 3 levels: foundation level, that is your basic exam. 11 months after that, you need to write your intermediate exam, that is the mid-level exam. Then you need to go for your internship or the practical training. After that, you can write your final exams. Once you clear your final exams and your IT course, you become a chartered accountant. That is the methodology. I'll talk about direct entry route also, just in case if you want to explore that option. That is, after your 12th standard, assuming you're joining a college for your degree. If you complete your degree and if you are getting minimum 55% for the degree course, then what happens is you can skip the foundation part, foundation exam. Instead of 3 levels, it becomes 2 levels. You can just skip the foundation part. That is the only difference. You can straight away go for articleship. In between your articleship, you can write your intermediate exam and you can write your final exams also. All right. So direct entry route, you skip the foundation part, but you complete your degree and come and join for CA course. So what I would suggest you all to do is to take up foundation route itself, so that you don't have to spend 3 years completing your degree. You can write your degree exams in between your CA course. Again, institute is having MOU with a lot of universities wherein you need to write only few papers to become a BCom graduate. Like IGNO, Indira Gandhi Open University, Bharatiyar University, Madras University. So if you want to take BCom, your degree course, you can do it along with your CA course. You don't have to go to college and spend 3 years. All right. So take foundation route, write your foundation exam. After that, enroll for your BCom through this mutual recognition agreements. Write your intermediate exam, go for articleship, write your final exams, and then you are a CA. This is the fee structure of CA course. Foundation level, it is 9,200 rupees. Intermediate course, it is 18,000 rupees. Final course, it is 22,000 rupees. All put together, your other courses put together, your mandatory fees is 77,200. This you will have to pay. No choice, you will have to pay. But over a period of 4 years. All right, 77,200. Additionally, if you want to join any class, classes are not mandatory for CA exams. No one says that you need to go to a class and attend all the classes. No, you can study on your own, or if you want to go attend classes, you can attend classes. So classes are optional and fees of those classes are also optional. You need to attend only those subjects which you think is required for you. That is it. So the mandatory fees for your exams or your course is 77,200. Optionally, for each subject, you get classes starting from 2,500 rupees per subject up to maybe 10,000 rupees per subject. These are all optional classes. If you want, you can attend. Institute, our Ernakulam branch is conducting classes for all these levels, foundation, intermediate, final, okay, classes in there. So foundation, I think in the range of foundation, intermediate and final, I think each course you can attend in the range of 30 to 45,000 per course. Foundation, I think it is 20,000 or something. Intermediate, it is somewhere around 30, 35,000. Final also in that range. All right. So this is a very reasonable course. നിങ്ങൾ ഒരു BCom-ന് പോകുന്നതിനൊക്കെ reasonable ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു കോഴ്സാണ് CA course. Again, another money part. When you are going for your articleship, the internship that you're doing, you get paid, you get stipend. നിങ്ങൾ free ആയിട്ടല്ല പോകുന്നത്. You get a small salary. Just to support your education, you get a small salary. In a city like Cochin, you get 1,500 per month for the first year. Second year it is 2,000. Third year it is 2,500. This is the minimum fees which the institute has fixed. But here in Cochin, most of the CA firms pay higher salary. We pay 5,000 in the first year, second year 7,000. We pay stipend in that range. So you get paid. Assuming you're getting only the minimum stipend, even then you earn 72,000 rupees while doing your articleship. Your fees for the course is only 77,200 rupees. So how much is your net cost? It is only 5,000 rupees. If you are earning higher, your net cost is zero or negative. All right. These are the subjects that are there for your exams. CA Foundation, that is your first level. First paper is your accounting, which you have already done in your 11th and 12th standard. Where only 11th and 12th padiche accountancy, then nothing more. Business law is a new subject. Ningal padikatha subject is business law. There you learn laws like Contract Act, Negotiable Instrument Act. Law padikkarande, that is a new subject. Then you have mathematics and statistics. Those who have taken commerce with maths or science, mathematics and statistics in 11th and 12th, the same syllabus, nothing more. And the last is economics. Economics of commerce subject economics. So these are the 4 subjects. The subject is only law. All the other 3 are what you have learned in your 11th and 12th standard. Nothing more. Then intermediate, you have 8 papers to learn, which is divided into 2 groups, group 1 and group 2. I'm not going in detail to all these subjects. These are the subjects that you will see in the second level. Accounting, corporate laws, cost accounting, taxation, advanced accounting, auditing and assurance, EIS, financial management and economics. These are the subjects in the second level. And the third level, you again have 8 subjects divided into 2 groups. These are the subjects. Not going into detail into all these subjects. Then you have articleship to do. I said I'll explain what articleship is. Generally, if you complete any course, ഏത് ഡിഗ്രി ആയിക്കോട്ടെ, PG, MBA പോലത്തെ കോഴ്സ് ആയിക്കോട്ടെ, once you are applying for a job, what they ask is experience. Experience ഉണ്ടോ? എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ ജോലി കിട്ടില്ല. This is a very common thing that you would have seen. നിങ്ങളുടെ ഫാമിലിയിലൊക്കെ ആരെങ്കിലും ജോലി അന്വേഷിക്കണമെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ask them why they don't get a job. It is mostly because they don't have experience. So what happens is the experience of those courses start after the course. നിങ്ങൾ എഞ്ചിനീയർ ആണെങ്കിലും BCom ആണെങ്കിലും MBA ആണെങ്കിലും ഇതെല്ലാം കഴിഞ്ഞതിന് ശേഷം എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യാം. But in CA, the beauty of CA course is that once you become a CA, by that time you would have achieved your practical experience. നിങ്ങൾ ഓൾറെഡി എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ഉള്ള CA ആയിരിക്കും നിങ്ങൾ CA ക്വാളിഫൈ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ. 3 years practical experience. 3 years practical experience means for 3 years full time you have to work with a chartered accountant. ഒരു ചാർട്ടേഡ് അക്കൗണ്ടന്റിന്റെ ഒപ്പം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് 3 years വർക്ക് ചെയ്തേ പറ്റൂ. That is mandatory. You cannot skip it. So you have to go to some chartered accountant and do the practical training, that is work in that office for 3 years. Instead of going to a chartered accountant, out of the 3 years, half of the period you can go for an industrial training also. അതായത് ഒരു CA എടുത്ത് പോവാണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഏതെങ്കിലും കമ്പനി പോയി വർക്ക് ചെയ്യാം. That option is also there. But the point is you get a full practical experience for 3 years. And then you write your final exam and you clear your final exam. In your CV, you are writing your CA qualification and your practical experience with that CA or that company. So that is how CA is called highly employable course, right? Because you would have completed your articleship, you would have gotten your practical knowledge. So my second point is you get practical knowledge. നിങ്ങൾ ബുക്കിൽ നിന്ന് മാത്രമല്ല പഠിക്കുന്നേ. As I said, an MBA is learning from the books. A BCom graduate is learning only from the books. They don't have practical exposure. But a CA gets practical exposure by working with another CA or working in a company. By the time you qualify, you have your practical knowledge also. Articleship is intended for skill development. You learn a lot of skills like Excel, Word, Microsoft Office, a lot of skills that you learn, you acquire. Your taxation knowledge, your way of auditing, a lot of skills that you learn from articleship. So intention of articleship is to give you knowledge and skills. Also to enhance your confidence. By the time you clear your CA and attend an interview, you will be confident enough to attend that interview because you have already worked with someone, you have experience, your confidence increases. Your communication skills become much better because you talk to a lot of people. Students who come to our office, for example, they come at the age of 18, 19 years old or maybe 20 years. And at that age, they start interacting with a lot of business people, with a lot of businessmen, with a lot of accountants. They talk with a lot of people. And then they improve their communication skills by doing that. So this is one very important aspect about CA course. You need to mandatorily do this 3 years full-time practical training. You have to undergo this practical training. All right. So I am almost at the fag end of my presentation. CAs of tomorrow, nalathe CA should have knowledge, specialized knowledge. If you are aiming to become a CA, you should aim at a CA who is having specialized knowledge. Like I said, today, CA specialize in a lot of areas: taxation, auditing, corporate law, valuations, mergers and acquisitions. So you need to have specialized knowledge. You should be tech savvy. You need to learn technology. If you are planning to become a CA, along with the CA course, you should also learn technology because today, a lot of things are happening with integration of technology. But then audit chayan, you don't have to manually look at a lot of things. There are a lot of softwares that have come to do the audit process. So you need to have the skill to work with these technologies. Artificial intelligence, blockchain, idupole orupaadu technology growth varunundu. So a CA should be a tech savvy also. CA should also have interpersonal skills. He should know how to communicate with people, how to deal with people, because this is a profession where you have a lot of front-end work, front-end presentations to do. You have to talk to a lot of people. You have to talk to a lot of corporates, lot of businessmen you have to deal with. So you should have interpersonal skills to handle that kind of work. So that is again very, very important. So CAs of tomorrow should have 3 skills: specialized knowledge, he should be tech savvy, he should also have interpersonal skills. I am closing with my last slide. Many people say CA is very tough. I have seen a lot of people not taking up, lot of intelligent students not taking up CA, saying CA is very tough. The topper in my school went for CA and then he took 10 attempts to become a CA. Or the rank holder from my college went took CA, he did not become a CA yet. A lot of excuses will come up for not taking up CA. Because as the first person gave me an answer, CA is very tough, difficult course. This is what everyone says, very difficult course. But with 3 things, you can become a CA. You should have passion. You should be passionate to take up CA. You should have passion for CA. For achieving that passion, you should be dedicated. You should work really hard. Or I would say do smart work. You should be doing a lot of smart work. You should be dedicated and you should be focused on achieving that 2 words, CA. As Bowman Irani said, committed achievers. So you should have passion, you should have dedication, you should have focus. With that, I am closing my presentation with a quote of Sri Ratan Tata, who said, I need MBAs to run my business, but I need CAs to teach them how to run the business. With that, I close my presentation and the floor is open for you to ask questions. If you have any doubts on CA course, you can just put it in the chat box. I'll be happy to answer. We will spend another 15 minutes for clearing your doubts. If you have any doubts, please post it here. Hi Joshua, is CA easy? Joshua, CA, I would not say CA is easy. I would also not say CA is very difficult. It is a course where you need to be dedicated. As I said, dedication. You should have focus that, okay, this is a slightly tougher course. Unlike your BCom or any other course, this is slightly tougher course. So CA is not very easy. CA is not very difficult also. If you are dedicated, you can pass your CA exams. I am a CA. I was a science student. I really wanted to become an engineer. I enrolled for engineering. I had joined, there's a college called FISAT in Ernakulam. I had joined that college also. And then I dropped that and then I took CA. Fortunately, I could clear all the exams in my first attempt. So I would not say CA is difficult, but it needs a lot of dedication. You need to be dedicated. Over these 4 years, you need to be dedicated to clear your exams. That is what I would say. Is CA a full-time computer job? CA is not at all a computer job. A part of your profession is to be spent with computers, but as you grow up the ladder, when you become a CEO, CFO, your work is not in computer, your work is with people and with your skills. Would CA be easier for CBSE student? Nothing like that. CA is the same for CBSE and state students because what you are writing is accountancy, law, economics, and mathematics. Ellam same anne. CBSE student in extra easy onnulla. It is all the same for CBSE and state syllabus. Ashkar has asked total 3.5 years to complete CA. Yes, almost it will take 3.5 to 4 years. Because exam result gap, it will take almost 4 years to complete your CA. So if you enroll for CA immediately after your 12th standard, by the age of 22, you would have become a CA. 22nd birthday probably celebrate. Veena is asking, I am now studying in 12th standard, so can I appear for foundation exam in coming May? Your exams will be over in March. Yes, you can write your CPT or your foundation in coming May. May alla June ilana foundation exams. So you can write your exams in June. You have to enroll for CA course. I think that you can enroll even now before completing your exams. Exam കഴിഞ്ഞതിന് ശേഷം, if you want to attend some coaching, you can do that. In Ernakulam branch coaching, and if you want to attend, that is optional. As I said, classes are optional. You can attend the classes. Otherwise, you can just go and write your exam in June. That is possible. Ashlyn Vinu, where can I register for CA course? Ernakulam, there is Ernakulam branch of ICAI. ICAI is a central body. Adine regional branches in there. Ernakulam Divans Roadilana ICAI. Madam, can you share the address with the students? Madam will share the address. Ernakulam Divans Road ICAI or Google Map link search here. And if you want any information on CA, you can go to the branch and speak to the people there. They will be very happy to help you out. Babida Madam, Babida Madam is the course coordinator. You can approach her, or there are a lot of people at the institute who will be happy to help you.
There is a question from Elsa Shiji Jacob. Is there any crash course while studying in 12th? She was asking.
Yes, after your exams, there is March institute conducts a crash course. Institute conducts a crash course which you can attend, which will be for say
I think, Rasi, I think if there is a virtual classes are there even during their studies in 11th or 10th, they can attend those courses in the foundation conducted by ICA itself that they can do if they are interested.
Yes, very true. ഇപ്പം ഈ കോവിഡ് വന്നതിന്റെ ഒരു പോസിറ്റീവ് ആസ്പെക്ട് എന്താന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എവിടെയും പോകാണ്ട് വീട്ടിലിരുന്നുകൊണ്ട് ക്ലാസ് അറ്റൻഡ് ചെയ്യാം. സോ ഇൻ ബിറ്റ്വീൻ യുവർ 12th സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് സൺഡേസ് ഒക്കെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഫ്രീ ആകുമ്പോൾ at your convenience you can attend all these classes. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഈ ക്ലാസ് സബ്ജക്ട്സ് ഒക്കെ എങ്ങനെയാണെന്ന് you can start learning it now.
Rasi, this new scheme has been introduced just to help the students now. They can even register in advance. Before the completion of their plus 2 itself, they can register and they can undertake this crash courses or any other course in between before completing their course itself. Then after the course, they can go for writing the exam. The facility is to support the students.
Correct. സയൻസിൽ നിന്നും ഫൗണ്ടേഷൻ കോഴ്സ് എടുത്ത് സബ്ജക്ട് ടഫ് ആയിരിക്കുമോ? ബാലേന്ദ്ര, ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് നോട്ട്. ഞാനൊരു സയൻസ് സ്റ്റുഡന്റ് ആണ്. ഞാൻ സയൻസ് സ്റ്റുഡന്റ് ആയിരുന്നു. ഞാൻ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗിന് എൻറോൾ ചെയ്ത ആളാണ്. എന്നിട്ട് ഐ സ്വിച്ച് ടു മൈ കരിയർ. So it is not difficult. Initially, maybe few months, it might take for you to learn accounting principles ഒക്കെ പഠിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്, accounting principles, economics ഒക്കെ പഠിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി new subjects ആയതുകൊണ്ട്. പക്ഷേ see, very honestly, I'm sorry, the commerce students, I'm sorry about saying this. Science students ആണ് കുറച്ചുകൂടി പെട്ടെന്ന് ഈ കോൺസെപ്റ്റ്സ് ഒക്കെ ഗ്രാസ്പ് ചെയ്യാം. I don't know the reason why.
ഞാനൊന്ന് സപ്ലൈ ചെയ്തിട്ട് റാസി, the basic reason is commerce students, they are having a feeling that they know everything about commerce, accountancy and all. But science students, അവർക്ക് ഒന്നും അറിയില്ലാത്ത കാരണം കൊണ്ട് they will deep ആയിട്ട് പഠിക്കും. It's a big difference. എന്റെയും ഫ്രണ്ട്സ് പലരും BSc എടുത്തിട്ട്, ഐ മീൻ ആഫ്റ്റർ ബിഫോർ ഗ്രാജുവേഷൻ കഴിഞ്ഞ് BSc എടുത്തിട്ട് വന്നിട്ട് കോമേഴ്സ് സ്റ്റുഡൻസിനെക്കാളും പെട്ടെന്ന് പാസ്സായവരുണ്ട് ഈസി ആയിട്ട്. The approach is totally different.
Correct. So do not worry at all. You can enroll for the course. Devanand Rajesh, sir, I am studying in 12th standard. When and how can I register for the foundation course? You can immediately register for the foundation course. Of course, you can walk into ICAI Bhavan, Ernakulam, Divans Road. You can speak to them. They will give you the prospectus. There will be an application form, and you can submit that and then enroll for the CA course. Immediately when you enroll, you will get the books. പഠിക്കാനുള്ള books ഒക്കെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കിട്ടും. So if 11th ആണെങ്കിൽ ഇപ്പോഴേ തുടങ്ങാം. If you want to start preparing now, you can start preparing. someone asked, is maths required for CA course? Okay, CA ne kurichu parayumbo ellavarum parayunnanu idu full maths aanu. Maths is only one subject in your foundation. നിങ്ങളുടെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ നിങ്ങൾ ഇന്റഗ്രേഷനോ ഡിഫറൻസിയേഷനോ ടാൻ തീറ്റ കോസ് തീറ്റ ഒന്നും കാണാൻ പോകുന്നില്ല. ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് ഓൺലി വൺ പേപ്പർ ഫോർ യുവർ ഫൗണ്ടേഷൻ. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ മാത്സ് ആകെയുള്ള മാത്സ് എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ 1 1 കൂട്ടിയാൽ 2, 1 + 1 2, 1 - 1 0, മൾട്ടിപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ, ഡിവിഷൻ. ഇത്രയും മാത്സ് അറിയുമെങ്കിൽ യു ക്യാൻ ബിക്കം എ CA. അതും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കാൽക്കുലേറ്റർ ഉണ്ടാവും. എക്സാംസിന് കാൽക്കുലേറ്റർ ഉണ്ടാവും. ഇനി അതറിയില്ലെങ്കിൽ പോലും ഇത് ആഡ് ചെയ്താൽ മതി. പക്ഷേ ഫോർ ഫൗണ്ടേഷൻ ദർ ഇസ് വൺ പേപ്പർ വിച്ച് ഇസ് മാത്തമാറ്റിക്സ്, വിച്ച് ഇസ് കണ്ടെയ്നിങ് ഓൾ യുവർ +1 +2 സിലബസ്. അപ്പൊ നിങ്ങൾ മാത്സ് എടുത്തിട്ടില്ല എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ദാറ്റ് വിൽ ബി വൺ അഡീഷണൽ സബ്ജക്ട് ദാറ്റ് യു നീഡ് ടു ലേൺ. മാത്സ് എടുക്കാത്തതുകൊണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല എന്നല്ല, യു നീഡ് ടു ലേൺ ദാറ്റ് സബ്ജക്ട് അഫ്രഷ്. അത്രയേ ഉള്ളൂ. ലൈക്ക് സയൻസ് സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് ലേണിംഗ് accountancy, commerce, information technology students will have to learn maths only for that paper. That's it. Someone has asked difference between CA and ACCA, which is the best? Being an Indian CA, I would say Indian CA is the best. Huh? But jokes apart, CA is an Indian qualification and ACCA is a qualification based out of UK. UK lo something similar to CA is ACCA. If you want to migrate to some other country, India, being very honest, India ACCA ചെയ്തിട്ട് there is no much prospects. കുറച്ച് കോർപ്പറേറ്റ്സിൽ കയറാന്നല്ലാണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇത്രയും ഓപ്പർച്യൂണിറ്റീസ് ഇന്ത്യയിൽ ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. But if you are looking at migrating to UK or Europe or Middle East, probably this is a course which you can do. Avidem, what I would suggest is CA ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ I think 6 or 7 papers of ACCA exempted ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ ബാക്കി പേപ്പേഴ്സ് മാത്രം എഴുതിയാൽ മതി. ജസ്റ്റ് ലൈക്ക് I talked about CPA Canada and CPA Australia. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കുറച്ച് പേപ്പേഴ്സ് എഴുതി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ you can always become ACCA. ACCA is
supplementing you, Rasi. I think ഒത്തിരി പ്രൈവറ്റ് പ്ലേയേഴ്സ് ACCA CA ആണെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് പിള്ളേരെ ജസ്റ്റ് ആ ഒരു തെറ്റായിട്ടുള്ള ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ കൊടുക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. ഈവൻ സം ഓഫ് ദ പേഴ്സൺസ് ഹു ആർ ക്വാളിഫൈഡ് ആസ് ACCA is claiming that they are CA. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു തെറ്റായിട്ട് ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ ഉണ്ട്. അത് ഇവിടെ കൊടുക്കുന്ന ഈ പ്രൈവറ്റ് പ്ലേയേഴ്സ് ഓപ്പൺലി ആർ ടെല്ലിംഗ് മണി മേക്കിങ്ങിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു എഫർട്ടാണ് അത്. As rightly mentioned by Rasi, this is mostly useful for those who are going outside. ഇന്ത്യക്ക് വെളിയിൽ ജോലിക്ക് പോകുന്നവർക്ക് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് വെരി യൂസ്ഫുൾ. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഗെറ്റിംഗ് ജോലി കിട്ടാൻ ചാൻസ് കൂടുതലുണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ ഇൻ ഇന്ത്യ ദ ചാൻസസ് ഓഫ് ഗെറ്റിംഗ് ജോബ് ഈസ് നോട്ട് ദാറ്റ് മച്ച്. പ്രാക്ടീസ് ചെയ്യാനും പറ്റുകയില്ല. അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു പ്രൊവിഷൻ ഇല്ല അതിന്റെ.
പലരും പ്രൈവറ്റ് ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട്സ് മാർക്കറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി എടുക്കുന്നത് എന്താ വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇന്ത്യൻ CA ഭയങ്കര ടഫാണ്, ACCA ഭയങ്കര എളുപ്പമാണ് അവർ മാർക്കറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. എന്നിട്ട് അവർ പറയും ഇതും CA തന്നെയാണെന്ന് പറയും. പക്ഷെ ഇന്ത്യയിൽ there is no recognition for ACCA unless you're going into a corporate. ഇപ്പൊ ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞ പ്രാക്ടീസ് ചെയ്യാനാണെങ്കിലും ഓഡിറ്റ് ചെയ്യാനാണെങ്കിലും ടാക്സേഷൻ ചെയ്യാനാണെങ്കിലും ഒന്നും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ACCA ഒരു വാലിഡ് കോഴ്സ് അല്ല. പക്ഷെ മൈഗ്രേറ്റ് ആണെങ്കിൽ ഓൾവേസ് ACCA is a better option. Better option അല്ല, easier option I would say, and very expensive option also. Again, maths ne kurichulla question aanu, should we be intelligent and pretty good in maths? As I said, there is only one paper maths il, വേറെ ഒന്നുമില്ല. So you don't have to be an expert in maths.
സപ്ലിമെന്റ് ചെയ്യട്ടെ ഇത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് പറയാം. അതായത് ഞാൻ I was not an expert in maths ആയിരുന്നില്ല, ഞാൻ പക്ക കൊമേഴ്സ് സ്റ്റുഡന്റ് ആയിരുന്നു. ആൻഡ് ഓൾസോ ദാറ്റ് നിങ്ങൾ മാർക്കിന്റെ ബേസിൽ കാൽക്കുലേറ്റ് ചെയ്യും. ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ ലെവലിലെല്ലാം മാർക്കിന്റെ ബേസിലാണല്ലോ ഇന്റലിജന്റ് ആണോ എക്സ്ട്രാ IQ ഉള്ള ആണോ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. അങ്ങനെ നോക്കുകയാണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഐ എം ജസ്റ്റ് എൻ ആവറേജ് സ്റ്റുഡന്റ്. എനിക്ക് SLCക്ക് 300+ മാർക്കേ ഉള്ളൂ, ജസ്റ്റ് ആവറേജ്. ആൻഡ് ടോട്ടലി കോമേഴ്സ് സ്റ്റുഡന്റ് ആയിരുന്നു. ബട്ട് ഞങ്ങൾ പഠിക്കുമ്പോൾ CAക്ക് നേരത്തെ റാസി പറഞ്ഞ കോഎഫിഷ്യന്റും ഡിഫറൻസിയേഷനും എല്ലാം ഉള്ള ഒരു മാത്സ് പേപ്പർ ഇന്റർമീഡിയറ്റിനുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ഇറ്റ് വാസ് വെരി ടഫ് അറ്റ് ദാറ്റ് ടൈം. But later on, ആ സബ്ജക്റ്റ് എടുത്ത് മാറ്റി now it is a very very simplified version in foundation. നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞ കണക്ക് കണക്ക് കൂട്ടാനും കുറയ്ക്കാനും ഹരിക്കാനും അറിയാമെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ you can easily പാസ്സാവുന്ന ഒരു ഇതാണ് ഫൗണ്ടേഷനിൽ വന്നിരിക്കുന്നത്. വി എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് എ ഡിഫറെന്റ് തിങ്. സോ നിങ്ങൾ ആ തലത്തിൽ ഇപ്പോഴുള്ള ജനറേഷൻ ഈസ് മച്ച് ഐ തിങ്ക് ലക്കി ആണെന്നുള്ളതാണ് ഞാൻ പറയുന്നത്. അങ്ങനെ പേടിക്കാനുള്ള ഒരു മാത്സ് ഇല്ല. അറ്റ്ലീസ്റ്റ് ഈ പറഞ്ഞ കൂട്ടാനും കുറയ്ക്കാനും ഹരിക്കാനുമുള്ള ആ ഒരു ഇത് അറിയാമെങ്കിൽ അത് എനിക്ക് ഇന്നത്തെ കാലത്ത് ആവശ്യമാണ്. ഒരു സാധാരണക്കാരാണേലും ഏത് കാര്യത്തിനും മിനിമം കണക്ക് അറിഞ്ഞിരിക്കണം, അതേ ആവശ്യമുള്ളൂ. അങ്ങനെ അറിയാമെങ്കിൽ മാത്സിനെ കുറിച്ച് പേടിക്കേണ്ട കാര്യമില്ല. ഈവൻ ആവറേജ് സ്റ്റുഡൻറ് മാർക്കിന്റെ ബേസിൽ ഞാൻ അഗൈൻ ടെല്ലിങ്, എനിക്ക് പാസ്സാവുമെങ്കിൽ ഡെഡിക്കേഷന് ആ ഒരു കമ്മിറ്റ്മെന്റ് വെച്ചിട്ട് അല്പം ബ്രില്യൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഏത് കുട്ടിക്കും പാസ്സാവാൻ പറ്റും തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും. ഓവർ ടു റാസി പ്ലീസ്.
Someone, Adil has asked, sir, I have not taken IP or maths in commerce in grade 11. Can I be CA? Yes, of course you can be CA. IP ഒരു foundation ഒരു paper അല്ല. Someone else also has asked, IP is important എന്നുള്ള. IP foundation ഒരു paper അല്ല. ഇന്റർമീഡിയറ്റിനും ഫൈനലിനും ഒരു IT paper ഉണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ അത് 11th സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡിൽ നിങ്ങൾ പഠിച്ച IP ആയിട്ട് യാതൊരു കണക്ഷനും ഇല്ല. ഒരു ഫ്രഷ് ഒരു IT paper ഉണ്ട്. ഫൗണ്ടേഷൻ ലെവലിൽ മാത്സ് ഇല്ലാത്തതുകൊണ്ട് യു മൈറ്റ് ഹാവ് ടു പുട്ട് സം എഫേർട്ട് ഇൻ ലേണിംഗ് ദ മാത്സ് പേപ്പർ. അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ. ഫൗണ്ടേഷനിൽ ആ ഒരു പേപ്പർ ക്വാളിഫൈ ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി മാത്രം. സുമിത്ര asked, I am doing BCom final. I expect to complete my degree by July 22. I wish to join for CA. Sumitra, you can enroll through direct entry route. സുമിത്രക്ക് ഡയറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് ആർട്ടിക്കിൾഷിപ്പിന് ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യാം. Join ചെയ്തിട്ട് in between you can write your intermediate exam. You can skip the foundation exam. You can write the intermediate exam in between. Articleship കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് you can write the final exam also. Can we study CA abroad and then join a job or start it there? Institute has branches outside India also. UAE branch ഉണ്ട്, ഖത്തറിൽ ബ്രാഞ്ച് ഇല്ലേ സാറേ?
ഖത്തറിലുണ്ടെന്ന് ലേറ്റസ്റ്റ് ഖത്തറിലും
പിന്നെ ടുവേർഡ്സ് ദ വെസ്റ്റ് UK branch ഉണ്ടെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. US, I mean there are a lot of foreign branches for ICAI.
34 branches outside, I think exactly.
34 branches outside India. But the problem is you can do CA abroad. Branches ഉള്ള എല്ലായിടത്തും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എൻറോൾ ചെയ്യാം. പക്ഷെ when it comes to your practical training, all your papers are relevant for Indian scenario. നിങ്ങൾ ടാക്സ് പഠിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിലും ലോ പഠിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിലും ഒക്കെ ഒരു ഇന്ത്യൻ സെനാരിയോയിലുള്ള ടാക്സും ലോ ഒക്കെയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ when you're doing your articleship abroad, you don't get a practical exposure for the Indian subjects. That is the only difficulty that you will face. But you can do it there and you can do a job abroad. Ashkar, how many hours do we study in a day? That is highly relative question, Ashkar. That depends upon your level of focus, your skills, your memory, etc. That totally depends. But I used to study for like 8 to 10 hours a day for my finals. It might differ from person to person. My average study hours during my finals was 8 to 10 hours. That too during the study leave only. All the 3 years I might not be, I had not spent 8 hours a day studying. During the study leave period of maybe 3 to 4 months, I had spent 8 to 10 hours studying. So that depends upon your memory, your focus, etc. Shweta sir, can we do BCom like any other normal child while doing CA? Of course you can. You have two options. One, to go to a college and then do CA. Along with that, you can write your foundation exam. Also, you can write your intermediate exam. Appo you will have to focus on two things, your BCom as well as your CA, but you can go to a college and do CA. Of course, you can do. Other way around, you can prioritize your foundation and your intermediate and do BCom along with that. As I said, Madras University tie-up ഉണ്ട്. So you can write your BCom along with that. നിങ്ങൾ എക്സാംസ് മാത്രം എഴുതിയാൽ മതി, കോളേജിൽ പോവാണ്ട് എക്സാംസ് മാത്രം എഴുതിയാൽ മതി. You can become a BCom. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ even MG University in Kerala is offering distance education mode for BCom. So you can do that.
Questions?
Can I do CA and degree parallelly? Yes, I think I've already answered that question. Can I register for articleship once I complete BCom course or only after results? That I'm slightly doubtful.
Provisionally, I think, Babita madam, they can register on provisional basis, I think, right?
During the final year, sir, final year of degree, they can register provisionally. And they
Yes,
can complete
provisionally you can register.
provisionally register during the final year.
And after getting the results, they should and they need to submit all the
All the documents, the mark sheet and all, the provisional certificate and all, they have to submit. With the provisional mark list and all, no, they can do the mandatory courses and all, so that they can join for the articleship.
What is the best center for completing CA in West Bengal? Calcutta branch of ICA is doing exceptionally well. That is what we have heard. So you should visit the Calcutta branch of ICA. That will be the best option for you. Sir, can I do my CA course after finishing my BCom? Yes, you can. As I said, you can complete your BCom and then go for your direct entry route. You can skip your foundation and go for direct entry route. Is the exam writing or opinions? That question is not clear. Options, okay. Your foundation is partly MCQ, partly descriptive exams. It is descriptive only. Chele subjects are having a part MCQ questions. Ella subject a part of few subjects are having MCQ. That is it. The rest are descriptive exams only. While doing degree and CA together, do I have exemptions from foundation level? No. Only if you complete your degree, you have exemption from foundation. While doing parallelly, if you're doing, you need to write your foundation as well. Very good participation from the students today. A lot of questions.
Brandon, sir, I think we need to have another session, I think, after opening the school, so that I think more students can join and have another more fruitful session. I feel so. You are muted, sir. You are muted. You are muted. Muted.
ICA Bhavan's screen address and phone numbers display. You can take a note of it or take a picture of it. If you want to visit the branch anytime, you can visit during working hours, or you can give a call. They'll be happy to answer. Sir, I am in Thrissur. Registration is available in Ernakulam. No, there is a Thrissur branch of ICA. Thrissur branch, you can visit there and then do the registration. You can just Google Thrissur branch of ICA, the address and phone numbers, you can visit there. Kerala, 7 branches.
9 branch. Ernakulam, Kottayam, Alappuzha, Kollam, Trivandrum, Thrissur, Kannur, Palakkad, and one more Calicut. Yes. In 9 branch ആണ് കേരളത്തിലുള്ള official branches.
നിങ്ങളുടെ districtly nearest branch identify link ഇവിടെ post ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്, branch list ഒക്കെ post ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. Also, you can always visit icai.org. ഈ വെബ്സൈറ്റിൽ വിസിറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എല്ലാ ഇൻഫർമേഷനും അവിടെ കിട്ടും. www.icai.org ലിങ്ക് ഇവിടെ ഇട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്, ചാറ്റിൽ ഇട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്.
Queries ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ further ആയിട്ട് I think we can proceed. I think Babita madam.
Of course, sir.
Any more queries, you can visit the branch or you can call the executives at branch. you will get the relevant information. Let us close. Thank you so much, students, for your patient listening. I totally enjoyed doing this session today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Razi sir. It was really very motivational, inspiring speech. It was very nice. And now I would like to invite CA Deepa Verghese, the Secretary of Ernakulam branch of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India and the lone lady representation in our Ernakulam branch committee. Over to you, Deepa ma'am.
Thank you, Lizzie, Babita madam. Respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and my dear young generation, young students. This is one question which we always get, you know, when you are a chartered accountant, wherever you go, people keep asking you, is it really a tough course? It's not. It's not really tough. But if Ratan Tata had to say that he needs chartered accountants to train MBAs how to run business, this course has to have a minimum quality. And that quality is imparted by ICAI, not only in terms of the subjects, the depth of the subjects, the way you are questioned in your examinations, it is also in the practical training which is imparted to you. One of those rare courses, just like medicine, where you actually go into the hospitals and work with patients. You as CA articles will also be working with our financial patients, that is our clients, and you will gain a lot of experience. So to that extent, yes, it is tough. It has to be tough. But if, like CA Razi said, you know, you have passion, focus, and dedication, this is not an insurmountable mountain. You can see all of us here. We are all managing a lot of things, and this is nothing insurmountable. Like Royce said, even I was a very average student when I was in school and college, and I went on to qualify CA even after getting married and having a child. That is, even during my articleship, I got married and had a child. So nothing can stop us if we are really dedicated and focused. So wish you all the very best, and we are all here to answer any of your queries. How many ever times you want us to repeat, we are here to help you, because we want more younger generation to come in. As the elderly people move out of the profession, we want young blood to come in. So we welcome you with open arms to our profession, and thank you so much for asking so many questions. Further, if you have questions, please do ring one of us up, or you can contact the branch. Thank you so much for joining us. And dear CA Razi, you were on fire today. The teacher in you really